Yes, that is our daybreak reminder for anybody who has not already mailed in their ballots. Do it today. The U.S. Post Office is recommending that voters send those off sooner rather than later because we are in the home stretch, just 1 week from the presidential election. Want to say good morning to Chris Sadeghi, who is in Dallas with more, as they're saying better to get those in sooner rather than later, Chris.
As we've seen, Mark, there's a lot of enthusiasm as far as voter turnout is concerned. Combine that enthusiasm with the pandemic, and that's why the Postal Service expects to be busy, and they're suggesting that those voting by mail get their ballots in the mail today, if possible, to leave plenty of time. The deadlines do vary by state. Here in Texas, a ballot must be postmarked by 7 p.m. on Election Day and received by your county election office by 5 p.m. on the day after. They anticipate more people to vote by mail because of COVID-19. Texas, though, a little more strict about who is allowed to vote by mail. Only registered voters over 65 years old or those with a legit disability or sickness can do so. Eligible voters outside their county during the entire election period or those that are in jail can also mail their ballots. Everyone is trying to analyze, is the record early voting turnout good for Democrats or for Republicans? Usually early voter turnout favors Democrats, but this year some of the highest turnout has been in cities and counties that are usually trending Republican. So it's tough to know for sure, but certainly all the signs indicate that Texas is going to be a much closer race this election year. TCU professor Jim Riddlesberger also notes that the usual issues like immigration, gun control, and foreign policy are not as prominent this year.
All of those have kind of fallen off into secondary status to COVID, the performance of the economy, and a referendum on President Trump.
And as of Sunday, when there were still 5 days left of early voting plus Election Day, Texas had already reached 80% of the total votes that we saw in the entire 2016 election. Kara?